Welcome to an edition of Brooklyn Versus, where the best argument wins. Tonight's episode, we're talking about baseball and how America's pastime looks in today's modern age. Tonight's challenges are Crisscross Lazaro.
Rally cap? I don't need no rally cap to beat him.
And Chris Gudadero.
Crisscross is about to strike out swinging.
So please like, share, and subscribe to Brooklyn Versus and the Bridgeside Network, and let's get the debate going. Welcome to an edition of Brooklyn Versus, everybody. I'm your host, Dr. Philly Kaggs. To my left, I got tonight's challenges, Crisscross Lazaro and Chris Gudadero. Here on Brooklyn Versus, we debate everything. And these guys tell me which side is best, and I get to pick which one is best. Each person gets 10 points when they win, and then after that, we do a challenge, which is worth 20 points. And then we deem the victor. So, today we're talking about baseball and how it's looking in the modern age. So, we're going to start with the first question. Baseball, as we've gone to the modern age, it's changed or it hasn't changed. Maybe it's missing something. So, Crisscross, I'm going to start with you. You're going to get 30 seconds and tell me, what is baseball lacking in the modern game? Your 30 seconds starts now.
It's 2019. Attention spans have gone completely down. I'm going to state the obvious here, but the game's got to speed up. These pitchers taking all this time in between each pitch. Just get the game on. I don't care about your mechanics. I don't care about your stretching, all this stuff. Enough walks to the bullpen from the manager. I know they started to limit it. You got to limit it even more. You got to speed up the game, and you could shorten it by even making the game less innings. Yeah, I said it. Make it a 7-inning game instead of a 9-inning game. I'll keep going if there's more than 30 seconds. My 30 seconds are not up. I'll keep going. I have more to say.
30 seconds are up.
Jeez.
Don't just scream words. All right, so Chris, your 30 seconds starts now.
Well, what I like to see that you used to see in the past that you don't see much these days, I want to see more complete games by pitchers, actually. That, and I want to see more home runs. I like watching home run derbies. I like watching good offensive games. So when I'm watching the sport, I like seeing history being made. So I want to see pitchers go the distance, and I want games to have a lot of action to it. So I want to see the home runs as well. These days there's...
That's it. That's your 30 seconds. All right, Chris, I do have a follow-up question for you.
Yes.
Because I think two of your things are kind of competing against each other.
They are.
You want to see more home runs, but you want to see more complete games. I feel like if you're going to get more
Both could happen.
I don't know. If you're hitting more home runs, the pitchers are going to get taken out, correct?
Pitchers will get taken out, yes.
So it's going to be tough to get both. And my counter thing would be...
There's more home runs in today's game.
Wait, you know what? I'm going to let you give the rebuttal because that's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, no, I had to say that because I'm a challenger, so I had to get my...
Go for it. You're
There's
right,
actually
I
more
want you
home
to
runs.
jump in.
But as far as breaking the single-season record, though, it's still held by Barry Bonds.
Today's game, there's way more strikeouts and way more home runs than
But
ever before.
To take Chris's point, there are more home runs total hit than ever before.
Overall.
This is the most ever before.
So I'm talking single-season records. That's what I want to see.
Okay.
I want to see somebody hitting to 70s.
So your last word about the pitching.
Yes.
Do you think that bullpen is the problem? There's too much bullpen? Because you say you want more complete games. Do you think that's too many
No, I just think it's the pitchers and their arms can't last it. And they're throwing too many pitches also.
Okay.
Man.
Chris, I'm giving your last word.
No, I wish I had more time to address that. But just to get back to my point, the game just needs to speed up. I mean, kids prefer watching basketball. Kids prefer watching football second to basketball, younger people. Okay. And baseball, even, 25 to 50, where they used to be their dominant audience, they're more geared to other sports than baseball nowadays. Too.
They did speed it up though. In between innings, there's less time now.
Okay, that's got to be the last word. That's got to be the last word. I've made the ruling, and the best argument goes to Crisscross Lazaro. You take it.
Way.
Well,
I contradict him myself.
I do think he had the better point with the speeding up. And I think the biggest thing is there are more home runs. You're looking for more home runs, and there have been. That's actually, just recently been talking about Justin Verlander came out and went right after the commissioner himself.
Yeah.
Called him out and said he thinks the balls are juiced. There's too many home runs. He goes, us pitchers, we can't get hit. So I think that you want more home runs. Yeah, you want more single season, the player home runs.
Yeah.
But we are getting more.
Clarify it.
Yeah, we are getting more home runs. And I think Chris is right.
Warming up.
Look at Fortnite. I mean, they just had a World Cup of Fortnite. He's right. Attention spans are going down. I think the game needs to be a little shorter. That's so. Chris, you're getting the first 10 points on the board.
Awesome.
Okay.
I actually agree with him.
Oh,
There
no,
needs to be
it's
more
okay.
home runs, too.
The second question, I don't
Yeah.
want to hear it. The second question is, so, talk about short and long. Baseball has the longest season. It's 162 games. Chris, you're going to get first crack at this.
Yes.
Do you think this season is too long? Your 30 seconds starts now.
I definitely think the season is too long. I think they should make shorter. They should make less games, and maybe not playing 5 or 6 days a week. Maybe playing like 4 or 5. Maybe more. Maybe 100 games, 110. Kind of do it like the basketball season does, because then if a game gets rained out due to weather or something, you have that open date. You don't have to have a double header, and that's how the league loses money also, because now people get to stay for 2 games. They get refunded on the rainouts, etc.
It's your 30 seconds. Chris, your 30 seconds starts now.
This season's way too long. The reason why everybody's so engaged in the NFL is because there's only 16 games. Every single game matters. So yes, you have to shorten the length of the season, maybe make it even half, make every game matter more to, the playoff picture. Because a random game in May, June, July, people don't have the need to watch it, sit down on their TV like they do football. Also, again, I'm sticking with the shorten the season, shorten the attention span, make the
That's your
games
30
shorter.
seconds.
Even.
That's it.
your thing.
That's it.
I'm sorry. Chris, also, you mentioned shortened innings games. That's crazy. By the way, you mentioned that the first time. I forgot to address that. 7-inning game? What, are you out of your mind? Anyway.
What is this,
so-
little league?
Every inning
Little
matters.
League?
No,
Every
sorry.
inning
This is not Little
have
League.
ways
Anyway.
to change the game and make the game better.
So,
I need more than 30
So
seconds.
you
though.
want longer, you want a shorter season. So I'm going to ask Chris to go first.
Yes.
What's your ideal season? You did mention a little bit. I just want your ideal game amount of the season.
Ideal. Well, as far as innings or number of
for
number
games,
of games,
not the 162. What would you cut it down to?
I would put it to about between 100 and 120. I think that's fair. You
about
have
you?
all summer still, because there's baseball, obviously besides the tennis tournaments going on, but baseball is like the only sport in America for a time where they're the only sport going on
Out
at
of
a
4
time.
majors, so you want to capitalize on that.
You,
Chris, how long would you have your season?
69 games.
69 games. Okay.
69.
what made you pick that number?
It's a perfect number. 69 is a perfect number of games. in NFL.
And how would you stretch it out over the summer? Because Chris made a good point. This is your last word. Chris made a very good point about it stretching over the summer, starting from April to October, and really being the only sport in the spotlight.
You can start it in May and end it in August. Nobody's going to complain because you got football starting. So you're basically taking a month off the beginning
now,
of the month off the end.
did you do the math in your head to make sure
Yeah.
you fit all 69 games?
You don't have to play 6 games a
And
week
the
like they do
playoffs.
now. You go play
Where
4
would-
games a week.
Where would your
And
months
it's
go?
more of an event. It's not like every day you go to the ballpark. Again, look at football. They have the tailgating before the games. People don't go to baseball games early. It's not an event. It's
Where would your months go?
Where my months go?
Yeah.
It could almost pretty much be the
You want to
same.
keep it the same, you just want to spread it out more.
out. Instead of 6
Okay.
games a week or whatever, it's maybe 3 or 4.
then you're gonna be
Man,
like,
my
oh,
ruling,
what
the ruling's made already. Don't waste your breath, because Chris Gudera took this one.
Thank you.
you don't like the 69 games?
I didn't like the
What's
May to
wrong with
August.
you?
You're gonna end in
You
August.
didn't like 7 innings either.
I don't like, ending in August. That's ludicrous.
Why?
Ludicrous. At least
Why?
Chris said he's just going. Chris made more sense. Spacing out. You cannot make baseball like football. You want to make baseball once a week or really, really low. I know. I'm just saying you want to make an event. That's just not the baseball game. If you want to spread it out a little bit more and keep it at that long grind of a season, but give more off days, I think that's what you were going for. More off days, which Chris was going for. Keep it going to October. You don't want it in August. You really. That's not. Baseball is that summer to fall. You can't drastically change it that much. You want the fact that it's there a long time. So,
Playoffs could be in September.
well, you didn't say that. So,
The only way you do
Anyway.
it once
It's
a
in the
week.
season.
The
No,
only way
you
you do
ended
it
in
once a
August.
week is if when you throw somebody out at first or second, the runner has a chance to tackle them so they could drop the ball. Then you make it once a week.
So we're
But
turning
no.
into football. That's the
That's
solution.
it.
Wait, we're going with our third point. We're all tied up at 10 now. Third point is
There's tequila in here.
baseball is unique. Baseball is unique in, he's got just coffee. But baseball is unique in its fact that there is no salary cap. It's the only of the 4 major sports that does not have a salary cap. So, Chris Cross, you're starting. Do you think baseball should implement a salary cap? Your 30 seconds starts now.
Yes! The Yankees have to stop stealing all these players. I know. They don't always have the highest payroll. The Red Sox and the Cubs and the Mets sometimes jump in there. But and the Dodgers, you got to keep the game even. You know, it's not fair to the Twins and the Iowa, Bullcats up in Iowa that nobody watches. Just joking. But all these teams need to have an equal playing field. It's not fair that the Yankees, they're like the mob of baseball. They're like, oh, Alex Rodriguez, come here. I'm gonna give you a contract. Not fair.
All right, this is the bomb of baseball. All right, Chris G, your 30 seconds starts now.
Well, I think that it's okay that baseball can spend whatever they want without a salary cap because that's what makes baseball unique. As opposed to other sports, there's no salary cap. The fields, they all have different sizes where a football field and a basketball court are all the same sizes. And that's also how life works. Like, if you want to buy something, whether it's a mansion or a car, you're not going to say, oh, you can only spend this amount of money. I think that's, even though I'm not a Yankees fan, that's what makes baseball unique. And that's why I think there shouldn't be a salary cap. Because to me, that's how life should work. You should spend what you have. That's the way the competitive world is of America.
And we all have to be honest. All the teams have a lot of money. Let's.
It's not fair to Joe Smith up in Iowa.
These
It's
owners
not,
are
but
all
it's
rich.
the way it goes.
These owners-
Joe Smith needs an equal
you don't-
chance at
you don't-
Alex Rodriguez and
So
Derek
you
Jeter.
don't think what they
they don't.
did for? You don't think what they did with the luxury tax and the revenue sharing? You don't think that was enough?
No, I honestly think there's another debate about the ballpark sizes if that's even fair, but we're sticking with salary cap.
on
I think
topic.
everything should be as equal as possible.
Okay.
Personally,
Sound like communist.
I was gonna say that, but I don't want to get politics involved.
No, we're not going
in
down.
sports,
I'm kidding.
in
It's not
sports,
joke.
Chris is not
It's a
communist.
joke. He's
Yeah.
not.
maybe.
I'll continue.
No, in sports, everybody should start from equal playing fields.
Well-
And baseball, they invented it in freaking 1426.
Yep.
When
That's like saying everybody
when the
should be
color white
close.
wasn't even invented.
That's like saying everybody should be
yellow.
6'3".
Bread. So, but you mentioned Jeter. The Yankees drafted Jeter.
I was just, you know what I mean, a
know.
good player.
Okay.
Okay.
And I made my ruling. Chris G, I'm not going to give you your last word because you take it.
All right.
I did like, he mentioned it is on topic. I did like the aspect of the baseball fields and everything. Everyone does have, look at the Mets. The Mets built a stadium to try to, let's say, play into the strengths that they wanted to look for. Not spending that much money going defense and pitching, right?
That really
And
worked.
Well, it didn't, but that was their option to do. So, and I think a lot of teams, these guys all are rich. Let's be honest.
They all are.
I think they could all
That's
afford.
not fair,
I think
though.
baseball has made strides. I don't think they need a salary cap. So, Chris G, you're getting 20 points.
you.
I mean, 10 points. You're up.
You belong in the 1400s.
You're up 2010.
1400s.
Right with Christopher Columbus. All right,
There
so
he is.
when he sailed the ocean blue. But anyway, we're going to go into our challenge. And we're going to talk some modern baseball as well as some old school baseball.
ERA.
We're buzzing in.
Not yet.
We're buzzing in. I'm going to give you an acronym or an old school baseball phrase that only baseball
boy.
people will know. And you have to explain it in real terms. I have my trivia sheet here.
Just
We're
give
going
him
to
the
break
40,
it out.
Give him the 40-10
Wow, he's going to take it 40-10. All right.
My
love
knowledge
to.
is great, but I can't win the damn
All
challenge.
right.
So
So, hands on the
Don't
buzzer.
try and-
Don't give one of these again, right? Hands on the buzzer. So, we're going to start with ERA. Chris G takes it.
Earned run average.
Earn run average. That's the first point.
I was gonna. Okay.
First point. We're going.
Almost there. Come on.
All right.
It'll get harder.
Let's go. If I say, no, let me finish
Come
the
on.
question. If I say that someone has a can of corn, what do I mean?
It's a pop-up. It's like because you catch a can of corn as it falls off the shelf, so it's a little easy blooper.
That was good enough. I'm giving it to him
I
too.
didn't know that.
You didn't know that. All right.
know.
Okay, Chris. Okay.
How many questions are there?
Well,
Is
I
it-
got 9 here, so we go 9. You got a little chance to come back.
All right,
I'm
definitely.
gonna give you the acronym WAR.
Wins above replacement.
He got it. Wins above replacement. That's a modern baseball term. That's the
That's
analytics. 2-1. All right. What if I say someone's manning the hot corner? You gotta let me finish
He's
the
on the
question.
third base.
Okay, you gotta let me finish the question though. I let Chris buzz in with the can of corn. I gotta finish the question, okay? It's not fair. You're right. 2-2 though. I'm giving you the points. Who says I'm not fair?
I
Who says I'm not fair?
You buzzed it when he was in the
Anyway.
middle, and
All
then he
right.
said
All right,
can of.
I don't
it's
know when
gotta
he's
be hot
finishing.
corner.
It's gotta be the end. All right, we're 2-2. We're all tied up. I'm gonna give you the acronym WHIP. That goes to Chris Lazara.
Walks and hits per innings pitched.
Walks, hits, innings pitched. That is correct. 3-2, Chris Cross. A little comeback on hands. If I say someone's throwing some high cheese, Chris G. Chris G buzzed that in, right? You guys got the honor system. It's tough.
The honor
Chris G.
system.
High
Yeah.
cheese.
Fastball.
High. I don't think that's fair enough. All right, he takes it. 3-3. Ooh, we're getting down to the wire. If I say there's ducks on the pond.
There's runners on every base. First, second, and third.
That's a technicality. That's not bases loaded. But I'm gonna give it to you. 4-3. It's
Oh,
just
come
men on
on.
base. It's just men on
Come
base.
on.
It's men on base. I gave it to you.
Come on, he
Look,
gave like
I gave
3
it to you.
answers.
I gave it to you. All right.
Ah, come on.
All right.
That's it. They could be on
what
first,
are you
second, or
arguing
third.
about? I gave
No,
it
I
to
know.
him. This guy. I don't believe it.
I'm telling him.
We're going to the next
It's your
one.
fault.
All right. If someone is wearing the golden sombrero, you buzzed him before I even said golden. I'm giving it to Chris. I got it. He's wearing
I
the
don't even
golden
know if
sombrero.
I know that one anyways. Jeez. He has the golden sombrero. I'm gonna say
all
he's
right.
hot. Wait, he's a
Chris, you go. You got a chance.
He hit for the cycle.
That's wrong. Back to you, Chris. I'm not gonna go forever because there could be a lot of choices here.
Jeez.
I give Chris
he's
one
the
more
hot
chance.
hitter.
No, you guys are both going the wrong way.
Wrong way.
I'm gonna
All
have to do. He struck out 4 times.
Oh yeah, I would have got that
You guys
one.
were saying he was
Jesus.
doing good. It was a negative one.
was a negative.
All right, it's 4-3. Chris, you got to get this
I
one.
know.
All right, this is a tough acronym too. This is a very modern base. I'm gonna spell it out for you. BABIP. You both buzzed in before I finished, so
BABIP.
I'll give it to Chris. All right, what does it stand for? This is your chance to tie. This is his chance to Chris. If he gets it wrong, it's over.
Not
You get the
necessarily.
win. You get the win.
Balls and bases innings
No,
pitched.
no.
I don't even know.
N does not start with
Wait,
A.
wait, he has to.
Even
No,
if
but
I thought
neither-
it's first to 5.
Even if
Oh,
neither
it's
get
at a
no, it's
9?
best of 9.
Oh.
If none of you get it right, I
God.
could keep
Oh
thinking
my-
of more if
I
you
get what
want.
you're saying. I thought. All right.
BAB what?
IP.
Batting average.
Oh,
Something,
I never even heard
something
of that.
innings pitched. Batting average. And walks
no,
per innings
no,
pitched.
it's wrong. It's batting average of balls in play. So it tries to take all the balls that you put in play. It tries to see, quote unquote, how lucky
Where do you see
are.
that statistic?
Dude, there's
I see that.
analytics. There's
It's
millions
I know,
of
it's
them.
crazy.
It tries to
analytics,
see
right?
how lucky you are. So
Yeah.
if you're hitting the ball a lot and your average is low, maybe guys are making great defensive plays and your batting average should go up because there should be more balls that are going to start
Yeah.
landing in play.
Yeah.
So that's all. So Chris, you took it. 4-3.
I was lose the challenges.
4-3.
challenges, too.
We got the beat machine on credit. 4-3.
Ah.
You just won 30 to 20.
It's my first win in a long
It
time.
is your first one in a while. And all you needed was baseball. That's what you needed.
My
Baseball.
favorite sport.
Baseball will take
Favorite
you
sport.
out of your slump. There we go, guys. And now we're gonna let Chris beat down Chris for beating him. But there was only one victim.
Back
It was
my
Chris Crossalzaro.
10 points.
Thank you for watching Brooklyn versus everybody. Where the best argument wins. Make sure to tune in next time. Have a great night, guys.
Well, I had the better arguments. I didn't win, though.
Swing and a
True.
miss.
That's true. Well, you gotta know some stuff.
Go Bridgeside. Tonight, Chris Cross keeps it rolling with a 30-20 win over Chris G. Here are your Brooklyn versus season standings.